At the current time of this recording, Sony has announced a ton of new cameras, and they're all great new hybrid cameras. But for this video, I really just want to talk about why I'm just simply not interested in any of these newer Sony cameras. Well, first of all, if you're new to the channel, my name is Delandre, and I'm a camera owner of a Sony FX6. That is primarily what I use for all my jobs and all of these YouTube talking heads. I guess you can say for me, the biggest reason on why I'm not interested in any of these newer Sony cameras is simply because they lack the features that my FX6 had. Now, I know these newer Sony hybrid cameras are supposed to be more affordable, so since they are more affordable, they're going to lack the features that a cinema camera has, which that's to be expected before anybody goes crazy on me in the comment section. Honestly, there's really only two features that I would just really prefer a hybrid camera to have that I just been using for so long on the FX6 that I just became so spoiled with. And the first biggest feature that I wish a hybrid camera would have, I don't know if the FX3 has it, but it's going to be shutter angle. The FX6 has shutter angle. A regular hybrid camera doesn't have shutter angle. But shutter angle, once you use it, you really don't want to go back to using shutter speed. I'm telling you, with the FX6, I set my shutter angle to 180 and I have not touched it ever since. I don't have to. I'm in 24 frames per second. I don't have to worry about being 1 over 160, 60 frames per second, 1 over 125. I find myself, whenever I'm renting out these hybrid cameras, I'm forgetting their shutter speed, and I'll set my frame rate to 24 frames per second, and I forget that I'm supposed to be at 1 over 160, and I end up shooting at 1 over 125 or something like that. Now, I know it's not the end of the world, but it's just little things like that that I just been so spoiled with on the cinema line cameras that I just completely forgot I had to take action on hybrid cameras. So essentially with the FX6, I really only have to worry about two things, my ISO and my ND. But even with ISO, I have Cine EI, so I can only shoot in two dual base ISOs of 800 and 12,800. So essentially I just have to pick whether I want to be at 800 or 12,800, and then I have to worry about my ND. That's pretty much it. I don't have to worry about a shutter speed. I don't have to worry about having numerous options of ISO in a hybrid camera. I don't have to worry about anything else essentially. But again, I know these are just all perks that come with a cinema camera. So it's not really too much I should be complaining about, especially for the price range that these newer cameras are going for. My second thing, now I know this is just me being really spoiled. I sound like a complete brat making this video, but it's the FX6 has the gain control settings on the body. I know. I like that. I love that. I don't like having to go through my menu settings. If I don't have to dive through a menu system, then I really don't want to. I guess at the end of the day, it really just bottoms out to what you want to do in your career path of videography. I know cinema cameras have special cinema features, and that's exactly why they cost the price they do. And I know hybrid cameras have their own features, and that's why they're more affordable and cost the price they do. But I just feel like if the new Sony Burano has built-in NDs and image stabilization, I'm pretty sure they can add some of these cinema features, not everything, but some of them into these smaller hybrid cameras. And by all means, I would love to have that. But for me to buy something like an FX3 right now, when I already have an FX6, it doesn't make any sense to me. Spend $4,000 on a camera like that. Yeah, it's smaller, and that would probably be the only reason on why I would even purchase that camera, but I'm just not interested. I want something that's going to wow me. I want something that is going to benefit me with the type of jobs that I get. I don't only just do these YouTube videos, I also have a freelance career. So I want something that essentially is going to benefit me in both aspects, whether it be the YouTube or whether it be my freelance career. That's something that I'm really waiting on, and I'm willing to continue to keep waiting until that camera comes out. So who knows what Sony's going to come out next? Maybe there's going to be a Mark II of the FX3 or a Mark II of the FX6 or a Mark II of the FX30, or they might make a FX28. Who knows? And honestly, I can give you plenty more reasons and make this video 20 minutes long on why I'm not interested in these newer cameras. All these newer Sony cameras are great and all, but I don't know. I just feel like they come out, YouTubers make videos about it, they boast about that's the new favorite camera, and then you get it, and then you're like, this is just like my A7S III, or this is just like my A7C, or whatever. Or if you get a camera, there's like a massive make or break, like the A7 IV. If you want 4K 60, there's going to be a crop, or people say there's going to be overheating, or like the new Sony ZVE1. Like that would be a great travel camera, but people complain that the overheating is very bad on that camera. So it's like you really can't win. It's like you either get the 4K 60 no crop, or they come out with a camera that has 4K 60 but you're going to have a crop, or you get a FX30 with an APS-C sensor and then you have a crop on that, and then when you're in 4K 120 or something, you get another crop on top of the crop that you already have. So it's like there's really no winning. I guess the bottom line of the story is I'm just picky. That's it. I'm just picky, and I'm just very picky on where I want to spend my money and invest my money. I don't want to just buy these new cameras because a YouTuber is telling me to buy this new camera. There has to be features that simply just wow me. And my point in making this whole video is there just hasn't been any features yet, except for when I bought the FX6, that just really wowed me and made me want to have it. That's the bottom line of this video, and that's why I'm making this video. If they come out with a camera that wows me and makes me like, oh my gosh, I really, really want this camera, then I'm gonna consider it. But as of right now, I feel like you shouldn't really fall into that trap of buying all these new Sony cameras. Buy what you need, don't buy what you want. Buy something that's gonna get the job done for you and just make your life easier. Without further ado, I'll stop talking. I'll let you get back to go creating something. I'll be on to Bonjoni.